I think when you play the top teams, you need a bit of luck. You always need a bit of luck against the top teams. I mean, I remember one of my first games for Southampton was at Old Trafford, and I was on the bench. I ended up coming on that game. We got spanked 6-0 off United, and Van Nistelrooy got an hat-trick. And I just remember Strachan doing a team talk about keeping it tight for the first 20 minutes. And Paul Scholes hit this 60-yard ball over to Van Nistelrooy. He took it down over his right-hand shoulder and smashed it in from the stupidest angle you've ever seen. And it was like, that game plan's gone out window. And I was on the bench, and I looked over the bench, and Giggs and Beckham were on the bench. And it's like, shit. This is, football. I'm looking around thinking, wow, this, Old Trafford, 70-odd days, and what am I doing here, sort of thing. It was brilliant, but we got spanked 6-0. And when you played Arsenal and United, that's what could happen to you. I mean, we got beat. I think me and Beats, quite a few of us back and rested in the league game, not too long before that game, and we got beat 6-1. I think I can't remember. It might have been little winger, Jimmy Pennant. I think he got that trick. But Perez was unbelievable that day. Robert Perez just ripped us apart and stuff. So we were unlucky that game. I mean, he scored early on, but David Seaman pulled I remember chesting a ball down, and I turned and I hit it on the half volley, and it's one of the best half volleys with my left foot I've ever hit in my life. And as I've hit it, I thought it was in. It was bulleting in top corner, and then this biggest hand you've ever seen just come from nowhere and tipped it wide. And I looked at him, and he to be fair, he looked at me, Seaman, and I just made, you bastard. Laugh. He just laughed at me. So I mean, it was one of them. I always take, I always take credit to the fact that Arsenal was running it in the corners with 5-10 minutes to go. And if you've got Thierry Henry, I've always got, someone's once sent me a picture of him where Thierry Henry's in the corner. Me and Chris Morrison are trying to nick the ball back off him in corners. And you think, wow, if you can have some of the best players in the world running the ball in the corner, trying to waste time, then, they must have known they were under, it wasn't as a one-sided final as I think people would have thinking. I've watched it back since, and I think I put Beats through when he scored, and, the offside decision given. But when you look at it, it's touch and go. It really is. So we played well enough that day, I just felt we didn't have that little rub of the green that you need on days where, to beat teams like Arsenal and United, you'd need that